Hello everyone, welcome to this channel. I am Mehdi and in this video we are going to talk about the patterns and pattern materials in metal casting processes. So let's get started. A pattern is essentially a model or replica of the object we want to cast. It gets placed in molding sand and we carefully pack the sand around it. Once the sand is packed well, we pull the pattern out, creating a cavity in the mold, which is what we call the mold. So you can think of a pattern as a tool used to form a mold. Even though patterns look just like the final casting we want to make, they usually include extra allowances for things like shrinkage and other factors that come into play during casting. The purpose of the pattern is to create a cavity where we pour molten metal, which then solidifies to become our final product. How about the objectives of a pattern? Number one, creating the mold cavity. Actually, the main job of a pattern is to prepare the mold cavity for casting. Number two, core prints. Patterns have special parts called core prints that create seats for placing cores in the mold. Number three, defining parting lines. Patterns help establish where the mold will split, known as the parting line. Number four, incorporating runners, gates, and risers. Sometimes runners, gates, and risers are part of the pattern itself. Number five, cost efficiency. Well-constructed patterns can help minimize the overall cost of casting. Number six, locating pins. Patterns may also help set up locating pins in the mold, which are useful for checking the dimensions of casting. And finally, reducing casting defects. A properly made pattern with a smooth finish can help reduce defects in the casting. So, in general, patterns are usually made in a pattern making shop or factory. Having a good design and the right materials for the pattern can significantly decrease the cost of the final castings. Right. The common materials used for making patterns include wood, metal, plastic, plaster, wax, and mercury. So let's dive into some important materials. Let's start with wood. Actually, wood is the most popular choice for pattern making. It is cheap, widely available, and can be easily repaired or shaped using resin or glues. It is lightweight and can produce a smooth surface. To extend its life, a coating can be applied. However, wood has some, downsides. It shrinks and rubs and its life is short because it is affected by the moisture in the molding sand. It wears out quickly and is not as durable as metal. So, wooden patterns are best when you only need a small number of castings. Common types of wood used include shisham, kail, deodar, teak, and mahogany. How about the metals? Metallic patterns are the to-go choice when you need a large number of castings. Unlike wooden patterns, they are not affected much by moisture, leading to less wear, so they have a longer life. Metal allows for better precision, surface finish, and intricate shapes. It is also resistant to corrosion and can handle rough use over time. However, metallic patterns are generally heavier, costlier, and can rust. Common metals for patterns include cast iron, brass, bronze, or aluminum alloys. When it comes to cast iron, it should be noted that it is a popular option because it is cheaper, stronger, tough, and durable. It produces a smooth surface finish and has good resistance to sand abrasion. However, cast iron patterns can be hard, heavy, and brittle, making them prone to rust in moist conditions. How about brass or bronze? Actually, these metals are heavier and more expensive than cast iron, making them suitable for smaller castings. They have good strength, machinability, and resistance to corrosion and wear. They also provide a better surface finish, particularly in match plate patterns. Aluminum alloys can also be a good option. So, such patterns are popular because they are lightweight, have a good surface finish, allow melting point, and good strength. They resist corrosion and abrasion from sand, leading to a longer lifetime. However, they don't handle rough treatment well and have poor repairability, making them best for large casting. How about the white metal? Actually, it is an alloy of antimony, copper, and lead. White metal is best for lining due to its low melting point. It's about 260 centigrade degree. So, this metal can be cast into narrow cavities. How about the plastics? They are becoming more popular for making patterns because they have several advantages. They are lightweight, strong, resistant to moisture and wear, and they don't stick to molding sand. In addition, they create a smooth surface finish. However, plastic patterns can be a bit fragile and may need some metal support for strength. Most of the time, we use a thermosetting resins like phenolic resin for these patterns. This resin starts as a liquid and hardens when heated. To make a plastic pattern, we first create a mold into half using plaster based on a wooden model called a master pattern. Then we pour the phenolic resin into the mold and heat it, which makes it solidify into the final plastic patterns. Recently, foam plastic has also become popular. The most common type of expandable is polystyrene, made from chemical like benzene or ethyl benzene. We can also use plaster. It is another great material for patterns, especially for detailed designs. It comes from the gypsum family and is easy to work with using wooden tools. One of the best things about plaster is its high compressive strength, which means it can handle pressure well. It also expands when it sets, helping to accommodate any shrinkage of the metal casting. You can make a plaster pattern by pouring a mixture of plaster and water into a mold created from a master pattern, or by shaping it with a tool called a sweep. Plaster is often chosen for small intricate casting and for making core boxes. Now let's focus on wax. Wax patterns are fantastic for the investment casting process. They are made from different types of wax blended with additives that help them hold their shape and strength. Common waxes include paraffin, beeswax, and shellac wax. For a good wax pattern, we want a low ash content and high strength. To make a wax pattern, liquid or semi-liquid wax is injected into a split mold. After it cools down, the mold is taken apart to reveal the wax pattern. Unlike other materials, you don't have to pull the wax out solidified. Instead, once the mold is ready, you can just heat it and let the wax flow out. Wax patterns are typically used in investment casting where precision is crucial for complex shapes. It was an overview of metal casting and pattern materials. If you have any questions or suggestions, feel free to write in the comment below. Thanks a lot for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to channel for more insights. I'm looking forward to sharing more with you in future videos. Bye bye.